Hi guys, what's the crack? You're watching K Reviews, and right now it's time to talk about the trailer for Daredevil Season 2. So the trailer for Daredevil Season 2 came out a couple of days ago, and I've linked it in the description below in case you haven't seen it. Might be worth checking it out before watching this review, as I'll be going into some of the material and you'll probably have a better grasp of what I'm talking about if you've seen the trailer itself. Okay, so this trailer does exactly what a trailer should do. It sets the tone of what to expect from the season and also gives an idea story-wise what's going to be handled in the next season. So most of the trailer focuses on introducing the character of the Punisher, and I'm really liking what they're doing with him because the Punisher is essentially going to be the villain of Daredevil Season 2, or at least a villain of Daredevil Season 2. He's definitely an adversary to Daredevil. They show in the trailer a lot of conflict between the Punisher and Daredevil, which is an unusual road to get down. I was actually half expecting that, having seen Daredevil Season 1, you know, dark, gritty superhero story, but within the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and then Jessica Jones, another really dark, gritty TV show. I was actually kind of half expecting them to do a standalone Punisher show, so when they announced that the Punisher was going to be introduced in Daredevil Season 2, I was surprised, but I was like, oh, maybe that's how they're going to introduce him and then they'll do the spin-off show for him. And then when they said he was going to be the adversary, I was like, oh, okay, that's different. But I suppose lately superheroes fighting other superheroes is popular, so maybe it's a trendy thing to do. But the fact that this is actually the Punisher of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, like the Daredevil in the Netflix show, in the show they reference the Hulk and they reference Thor and reference the Avengers. So it is actually the Daredevil of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which means this Punisher is the Punisher of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And the fact that they've decided that their version of the Punisher is going to be a dark, villainous almost character is really interesting. And there's a really cool line that Karen Page, the character, says in the trailer, which is, maybe we created him, you know, or we didn't think about what Daredevil could inspire in other people, that kind of thing. So it's like Season 1 was all about Matt Murdock. He was a mass vigilante, but it was about him becoming Daredevil, becoming the hero Daredevil. And now, what does that mean for the city? What does that do? Okay, so Daredevil obviously might inspire hope for some people because he's a protector, but it also might inspire people, more people, to take the law into their own hands. It's like, well, if he can do it, why can't we? You know, and I think it's interesting that there's going to be a nice divide between the Punisher and Daredevil, in the sense that Daredevil is a man who fights for justice, if not by day then by night, because by day he's a lawyer, you know, by night he's a masked vigilante, so his whole mission is justice, whereas the Punisher is purely out for revenge. He even says it in the trailer, you know, he wants revenge on the people who killed his family. So I think it's going to be really interesting to see that conflict play out between two iconic characters, one representing justice, one representing vengeance, essentially both fighting crime but for different reasons. And it's like, yes, they might be fighting the same bad guys, but what you're fighting for makes a difference. Someone out for vengeance might burn a lot of people on the way. Someone out for justice is trying to protect those along the way. So that's where the Punisher becomes adversary. And there's a really creepy, dark, eerie theme throughout the trailer. There's a little kind of nursery rhyme playing, which makes it really creepy, really dark, and it's like, it gives this feel of hauntingness, like children haunting. So I don't know if it's like that's supposed to be like inside the Punisher's head, you know, it's like his family, his children haunting him in his head, which you know, you can really get behind the psychology of this is a character that is broken. And he even says at the end of the trailer, you know, you're one bad day away from being me, to Daredevil. So it's like the Punisher, in the context of the show, it looks like it's going to be a reflection of what Daredevil could become if he delves into this world too far. And it's like, Daredevil is not much better than the Punisher. He's just one bad day away from being him. Another nice thing in the trailer was, at the end of the trailer, introduced the character of Elektra, who's obviously a very, very, very popular comic book character and very important in the Daredevil universe. And it looks like there's another trailer on the way next week where we'll get to see more of her, who's just being introduced into Daredevil Season 2 for the first time. So, be interesting to see that. I'll certainly have a review up for that once that comes out. So yeah, I thought this was a great trailer. It really sets up exactly where the show's going to go, and it sets up nicely the conflict between Daredevil and the Punisher. So guys, those are my thoughts on the trailer for Daredevil Season 2. Let me know what you guys thought about the trailer, and also what you think is going to be coming up in Daredevil Season 2. And also let me know what you think about this interpretation of the Punisher, this kind of darker, more villainous version of the Punisher. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you think it's interesting? Do you think the fight between them and Daredevil is a good rivalry? If there's anything else you guys want me to talk about, be sure to let me know in the comments below. Any other movies, trailers, video games, anything that's coming out. If you want to keep up to date with K Reviews, be sure to subscribe to this channel and to like the Facebook page in the comments below. I've been Kay, you've been awesome.